What's going on, world? DS1 Ross back. Welcome everybody back to Sheepstaysleeptv. We advise all the sheep to stay asleep. Got a great friend with me once again, my brother Israel Doctrine. Back on Sheepstaysleeptv. We advise all the sheep to stay asleep. Today, we'll be talking about fraud behavior. Fraud behavior. I mean, for the last few weeks, there's a lot of things been going on YouTube, dealing with a lot of crews, a lot of clicks, and a lot of people are being exposed as frauds, and it's because, they don't really want to basically stand on what they say they're standing on. So a lot of people has been getting exposed for being frauds, and a lot of people are scamming people out of their money. This thing is going too far. It's not just people on here portraying to be somebody they're not, but they're actually, hustling and robbing people out of their money. And today I'm here with my brother, and we're going to talk about this. I got a few questions for him, about the work he's been putting in on these frauds. And also he's just going to be here to further, let everybody know that it's not cool to deal with no frauds. It's not cool to sit back and let somebody fraud you or take anything from you. And we should also be much more aware of certain signs. So today I'm here with my brother. We're going to chop it up about that. What's up, ID?
Oh, no. I've been going in on these theme buster type cats, man. Cats out here trying to eat off the people but falsify what's going on. If I tell you, look, I just got fired, I ain't got no money, they finna turn my lights off, I'm gonna be telling you the truth. You hit my PayPal or whatever, I'm gonna use that for that, and that's gonna be that. You know what I'm saying? But I also got a company, meaning that I have to be responsible for certain monies and certain stuff that I do with things. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, I'm responsible to the tax people. I'm responsible to the federal government and paying my taxes and doing stuff. I ain't got a non-for-profit and everything. So when you create an organization and you create a certain structure and say you're doing stuff for a certain thing, Israel Doctrine is still a ministry, though I call it an entertainment company, this and that. I got to correct all, the paperwork and stuff. Next year, I'm reloading, or I'm relaunching the company, and I'm gonna make sure everything is proper once again, because I created Israel Doctrine, and let me see if I can see the thing so I can see what it's showing or whatever. But I'm gonna show y'all. Just give you a heads up. Oh, I forgot it's on the bar thing now. See that right there? Yeah, it's the light on it. Israel Doctrine. You see the year?
Yeah.
2003. This is an ASCAP card. Music stuff. Then I had the that's the publishing, that's the writing. So I was in the rapping music, trying to write, make music, do that. That's what my mind was set on. So I created Israel Doctrine Entertainment, but a lot of things fall up under that paperwork and different stuff. But Israel Doctrine was born when I created that, publishing company. I used to tell people this is Israel's, this is ours, and I was saying I was Israel. Then I knew doctrine to be teachings. This is our teachings, this is our doctrine, this is Israel Doctrine when I sat down and come up with that. So I was like, that's it, Israel Doctrine. So when I created that, I had a dream and ambitions of doing music and stuff, but then eventually it turned into me doing, blog talking, just talking and stuff. And I've been stuck on social media since. And I done had debates, lectures, and did different stuff, different states and everything. So I'm doing what it is I wanted to do. You know, I'm even dealing with hip hop and the rap industry and stuff now, and I'm making, I guess, waves in that industry and stuff, but I ain't a rapper in the sense that I ain't got no album out there. I got a little fake ass mixtape. I call it a mixtape tryout. But those was my ambitions. So I created a company. Anytime you have ambitions to do something, you should organize it and put it in a certain framework. Start an institute, start a church, start an organization, do something, get your LLC, a limited liability company, this, that, and the other, so you can move as a company, right? But when I started that, you know, it was just me and it wasn't no big deal. But in like 10 years later, not even 10 years, let me see. I'm getting confused about time now. Yeah, 10 years later, 2000 and I'm getting confused. I'm trying to put that in the time frame of my mother getting sick and me taking care of her, but as I do, I block that shit out. I don't try to think about that much, so it'd be hard for me to think of it. But during that time, I created that and stuff, and a little while afterwards, maybe 7, I can't remember the time frame. I'm for real, I blocked that shit out. So I started taking care of my father because he got sick first. My father was older than my mother. So I couldn't pursue the rap thing and doing stuff like I want to. I had all kind of, you know, MPCs and sound modules and records and shit. And I wanted to pursue that stuff, but I gave that up for my father. And then after he passed, my mother went and had some breast cancer shit. And so she was good for a while, but then the shit started, you know, flaring up and just getting crazy. So then I had to take my time and give it to my mother. So in between this time, I'm not pursuing my ambitions and stuff. I had to put my life on a hold, but I still had my company and stuff, and I would do the blog stuff. That's why I wasn't just trying to make music and do stuff. And so I just created a whole nother life for myself, and I've been a social media dude, but everything's still been flowing through Israel Doctrine. I had bank accounts, I had all of that shit, good credit and everything, because that's what you need to do. You need to create an entity and, you know, function as an entity. You know, most people will say that's your straw man that you got to correct and all that. But if you create an organization, which is a human, you know what I'm saying? Mick Romney kept telling motherfuckers that in that presidential election that, you know, a corporation is a person, a being. It's a, you know. So, you know, if you want to, as people say, correct your status and all of this type of shit, just create your organization. You'll get a tax ID number. You do shit up under that and everything. And then that way they can't touch you as the person or your straw man or whatever. They got to deal with that entity, that body that you created, that corporation. So all these things, you know, I was learning during that time. I know about a lot of shit, but I just don't never talk about it and pursue it. But that's what it was. So I ain't never out here to fraud nobody. I'm out here to do business. I wanted to create a CD, sell it to the people. I made shirts, sell it to the people. You can never hear anybody say I didn't get my orders or none of that shit, because I ran my shit like a tight ship. So I ain't never been the one to do this fraud stuff that you see in the community. Though I done did damn near everything they done did. You can't hear nobody talking about me doing no fraud stuff. But yeah, they out here fraud. They ain't got no companies. They just doing it themselves, getting personal money, doing things like that. Try to have people, you know, huddle around them and stuff and feed their ambitions, and whether it be money or whether it be doing video and stuff. Any video shit you see me do, anything you see me do, I do with my stuff. I go buy cameras. I got a camera, right? I got a camera. You know what I'm saying? I got footage. I got shit that I chopped up. I got shit I'm working with. I got, you know what I'm saying? I got shit. I do shit, but nobody ever see it because I don't never try to exploit that shit and be, look at me, I'm balling, I'm doing this and doing that. But that's what people do. They put their little toys up and do shit and try to say I'm this and that. and they selling you an image. You know, fucking with music, Raekwon said it the best out of damn than any rapper I heard. It's like sell them the dream and then you go live it out in spite. So you tell, like Master P used to put them album covers with gold and all the diamonds and shit, and he was like, nigga, we balling and shit. They weren't balling, this was just some good ass graphic work. But niggas was buying that shit like hotcakes. That nigga got a pocket full of money. Then the nigga, he had some real gold toilets. Taking shit on gold now. You see what I'm saying? But they sell you the shit like, I'm living this way. And then you say, oh yeah, and you support their ass, polite, all of that shit. You support their ass. And once you give them their money, give them your money, then they go out there and live that way for real. So it's so crazy how this shit work, but it's the world we live in, man.
Yeah, man, and it's crazy. It's crazy. Because what I don't understand is how, and this is why my channel was Sheepstaysleeptv, is because it's like people want to follow what they think is cool nowadays. Whatever, if a person have 100 and something thousand followers on Instagram, or they got the blue check on Twitter or something like that, it's like whatever they say is golden. They can't do no wrong. They can't say no wrong. And this is the problem that we have. And this is why Polite even said that the white man isn't the devil. We our own worst enemy.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, I didn't learn. There's followers and their leaders. There's retards and they're intelligent people. This is real shit in life. Some people, like, you know, the nigga Poppy tried to say, you know, I'm bred from, you know, parents, you know, inbreeding and shit. So, you know, people say that about people in the South. We slow, retarded, can't talk and shit because of inbreeding and all of that shit. But the shit is true in some cases. You know what I'm saying? And this shit causes problems up here. You got children with Down syndrome and different type of shit and stuff because of who they breeding with and who they mating with. Why would you go get a girl or a man, a woman, or however you, whatever the opposite sex, that's on some crazy shit and stuff? When you breed with that person, you're gonna reproduce that type of person. And people don't look at that. They go out here and breeding with crazy motherfuckers and they be reproducing that shit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, like my family, I used to hear my mother call people retards all the time. My mother was, that's where I get my viciousness from, my bite from. My father, he was quiet. But she used to call people retards and shit. I didn't know what the word was. I was so young. But then as time went up, I was like, oh, that's what a retard mean. But she ain't never call her children retarded. Why? Because all my siblings has a high IQ. They function. You know what I'm saying? But I got some cousins, some of them kind of slow. You know what I'm saying? Then I got some friends and people that I see, they kind of slow. So you got followers, you got leaders, and everybody just need to play their position. Ain't nothing wrong with being the leader of some people, and ain't nothing wrong with people following the leader. It's just, what the fuck is this leader doing? Because whatever he doing, you following. You observing and participating in this bullshit. Right? So ain't nothing wrong with that. That's just how the world goes. Some people lead, some people follow. And that's how the world functions. That's why even in the animal society, you got the alpha male, you got all this stuff. But people don't understand that that's how society works, and they can't play their position. They can't get in where they fit in because motherfucker is a follower, but he want to be a leader, and he hating on the leader, and he willing to, you know, fuck him off or get him locked up or killed and everything to get his position. Now you got the position, you don't even deserve the position, and they following because you done took the leadership role, but you ain't the leader. You misleading motherfuckers. And it's the type of shit that we seeing in the community. As you know, when you came around, I was doing a lot of shit. I'm a leader. I'm not a follower. That's why I'll be by my damn self if I don't have nobody else around. But a lot of people like, well, you a fucked up leader. We ain't gonna follow you. And they followed all these other people. And all the warnings I gave people, all the love I tried to give people and do all that shit, I look back and they shit is disintegrating, going crazy and shit. And I'm like, I tried to tell y'all, but anybody that's been out here, you can see, you can trust me. I'm gonna be right here doing what I'm doing, acting crazy at times and trying to be intelligent at times and do what I do. I'm gonna be me and do what I do. These other niggas and blow their ass going.
Exactly. And it's sad, man, because you know everybody like to philosophize and say, oh, this is the information age and all of this. I mean, if it's all this information out here, man, we need to start applying it and making our wisdom into understanding, because it's no excuse. After Polite did what he did, it's no excuse for nobody to keep falling for this stuff. Like this dude, Poppy, he's a victim. You cannot lead nobody from a victimized standpoint. How you gonna lead somebody or lead a group of people and you still running around with the victim mindset? All you gonna do is create a bunch of victims. And y'all gonna self-destruct.
But he's a leader. They have chose this person to be their leader. And wherever he go, that's where they gonna follow. If that nigga go off the cliff, that's why the Lord said, let the dead bury the dead, let the blind lead the blind. Don't you go over there and get in that line with them blind ass people and you see the motherfuckers going over the cliff and you gonna go over with them and you see the shit, they blind. They got an excuse to a degree. Your ass see clearly. How the fuck you gonna go over? You's a stupid motherfucker if you do that. And our people, like I was trying to tell Tommy last night, our people is some stupid, they fucking retards. Spiritual retards, carnal retards, they just fucking crazy, half of them. And they hard-headed. They don't want to hear shit because they hating this shit. Because everybody say, no, you supposed to be the man. Hey, no, you ain't supposed to be the man. The man is the man. That alpha nigga, he's the nigga. The nigga that leads is the leader. You got to put that nigga in his proper position. And then wherever he's slacking, help him. Like me, I got reading problems. I don't never front on that shit. Well, motherfucker, you read better than I speak, but I know shit that you don't know, and I got articles and shit that you ain't go get. Sit your ass down and read for me then. Because you can do that, and I can do this. I like that, and you like this. Put the shit together. Now we got now we got some shit working with. What you ain't got, I got. What I ain't got, you got. 2 is better than 1. That's a biblical principle. That's why when you see Hebrew Israelites say if the dude is up there, he can't read, he the teacher though. And he breaking shit down. He remembering the scriptures. This nigga the reader. He know how to read. This nigga don't. But he don't know the scriptures like he do. See how the combination come together? But motherfuckers say the Bible ain't the best tool for our liberation. And they don't follow no goddamn principles from no spiritual system or any system. And that's why these motherfuckers is fucked up. They don't have no principle shit or moral shit to live by.
Exactly. No type of moral compass that they could follow. And it's just interesting because, you know, like I had said in the chat last night, this dude follows fish gills. And fish gills.
Primo?
Yeah.
I just want to make sure we're talking about the same person.
Right. So it's interesting that you're following a follower. So you got a victim following a follower who's following somebody else. And then these people got a bunch of followers. So it's just a bunch of madness, man. And it's like, when are we going to sit back and look at and examine things the way we should as a people? Because these are self-inflicted wounds, man. We can't keep blaming other people for us falling victim to the same stuff. We can't keep saying, oh, this is this person. This is because of that person. Well, if you go back in history, and we're not talking about none of that. Let's deal with the situation at hand. Y'all want to follow a victim. How can a victim lead anyone? He's not fit to lead. He doesn't have leadership qualities. Because all he's doing, he's getting y'all to donate to him because he was victimized. Listen to that. Isn't that the same thing Polite presented to us? My mother died when I was 12 years old. I met my mother the next week she died.
Yeah.
I used to be a gang member. I killed somebody and went to jail.
My daddy made the bones.
Right. Come on. So these are the people that we're electing as being our leaders, man. We got to do better. We have to do better.
Let's deal with Primo a little bit, right? Now, like I told people about Primo, when he first came in the game, he talked to my partner, you know, DBP, you know what I'm saying? DPB, right? He hollered at him. He got a little game from it. Okay. And the game was basically my fucking blueprint, meaning he following my steps. He's following my blueprint. He can't draw his own blueprint, but if he trace mines and build off mines, he can build him a house. And that's what he did. He built him a house off of my blueprint, following my shit. That's why I had to get at him and make that nigga bow down and respect me. Once I did that, you know, I bounced. But he'll follow mine, and you go follow him, and you a victim, as you say, nigga, you stupid as fuck. Niggas just ain't, once again, they ain't leading you to the nigga that's doing the shit. They're copying the shit, and they don't know what they doing. When I used to get on Facebook when I first started in like 09 or 08 or whatever, niggas would used to go to other niggas' pages and get notes and shit and post it on your shit like it was their information. So when you start breaking that shit down, they can't do nothing. You know why? It's not their information. They don't know it. So they taking other people's shit, putting it on your page and trying to say, ha, now deal with that. And it's like, you beat it up and they can't say nothing else or do nothing because they stuck. It's not their information. And that's what happened to people too. On this YouTube shit, they taking other niggas' blueprints, and then when shit happen, they don't know how do I fix this? What do I do? So then you gotta run to a motherfucker for help. You know what I'm saying? That nigga Primo couldn't get his screen big. Same shit that's wrong with Poopy Pants. He can't get his goddamn screen big. Then he got somebody trying to tell him how to do that. So you got some of them same motherfuckers that was fucking with Primo over there with Poopy Pants and his blind leading the blind shit. And all of them going in the ditch. The thing is, as you say, niggas got to wake up if they don't want to stay asleep. You know what I'm saying? They got to wake up and see for themselves that they going over the cliff and get the fuck away from the danger.
Exactly. Exactly. Because at the end of the day, life is about progress. So if you dealing with something or dealing with people that's not dealing with progress, what are you really doing? Either you staying stagnate or you regressing. So we have to really sit back and analyze the things that we're taking part in, man, because at the end of the day, I believe that a lot of these people who's dealing in this fraud behavior, they don't have no life. You know,
like that's like Kevin Duckworth over here. Motherfucker in the chat talking about too many men's worrying about the next man. What about the babies? Why you ain't out there fucking with the babies? You worried about what the fuck we over here talking about? I mean, how you gonna spit a philosophy but don't live by it? You see what I'm saying? That's hypocritical and fucked up. If it's about the babies, you should be fucking dealing with some babies right now. You should be at a school mentoring or doing shit or doing some homeschooling and doing all this shit and worrying about the babies and not over here worried about what us men is doing on this fucking channel talking about other men. But see, that's what it is. You got to worry about what the next man doing because he's producing after his kind. If he's a fuck boy and he's producing fuck boy, then you got a problem. You see what I'm saying? If she's a fuck girl and she's producing fuck girl, you got a problem. You got a bunch of fuck motherfuckers out here and it ain't no good. So you have to correct grown-ups and children. You got to correct everybody. As many as you can wake their ass up and get them all on the same track. Most people problem is they trying to wake everybody up. And you should already know that you ain't going to wake everybody up. So you got to get the chosen few and get your real clique, some real niggas and real people that want to build, and you build. And when you build it, they will come. Like Fields of Dream. You build it, they'll come. If you put up a show, God damn it, Niggas will talk shit, but they gonna come and see what you gotta say. Why? Because they gotta come get the game. Because they don't have the game. Then they cry about, well, why the fuck you putting out all this game and worry about the game? Because the game been good to me.
Right.
And when nigga fuck up the game, then we can't eat. When niggas fuck up AdSense and fuck up this shit and make black extremists, terrorists and shit like that, black identity extremists and shit, then I'm a black man, quote unquote. If I check in on this shit and I get on here and I say some shit, then nigga come knocking on my door because motherfucker over here talking about bang on the beast, and he ain't banging on no goddamn beast. He's just trying to get paid. Motherfucker talking about yeah, get your gun and go do some shit to the police. And we got all these type of motherfuckers around that's been locked up for talking about doing shit to the police. How the fuck that she get in the community? Then you got motherfuckers that was shaking hand with the motherfucker that shot people down there in Dallas. How the fuck that happened? You still in the community and you still active and motherfuckers around you. Then you got motherfuckers, you just got all these different people here and you talking about don't worry about them. Well, you just let a motherfucker come in your house and shit on your floor and put their feet up, do what they want to, and that's another man and that's his business, but that's your house. You ain't gonna say that's your business. So if we on YouTube and people trying to build a network and do shit on here, and then fuck people come in and fuck up networks and do all that shit because they hating this shit instead of participating, then we got a problem. You fucking the game up. Believe me, Sarnetta saying them niggas fucked the game up. We was over here like a well-oiled machine getting money. And people was buying our shit, whether if it was lies or whatever, that shit was well-oiled. They was doing good. They got that bitch where it was right. And then somebody that stay in some place, some country-ass town in Arkansas, went in on their ass and started fucking their shit up. And then next thing I know, I look on the internet and I see a lot of motherfucking wannabes. Wanna be me. Oh shit, he getting numbers, he getting this. Well, that's the way you do it. And then you got copycat motherfuckers out here trying to catch a body like you now. And they don't know why you killing motherfuckers. They just come through killing motherfuckers. They ain't never got the blueprint and understood the blueprint. Well, why is this there? They just start building some shit. Now they house falling down and they don't know what the fuck happening. And my house is still steady. Motherfuckers mad because I was over there in Sarnetta's. I can do that. I'm an OG. I go wherever the fuck I want to. I've been around these niggas, talking to these niggas, fighting with them and everything. They know me, I know them. They know the capacity and where I'm going to go and where I ain't going to go. Same thing with Tommy. We done had our issues and fights in the back and shit with everything, but like I said, once again, these motherfuckers had numbers and I had information. They ain't have enough information to do no damage to a motherfucker, but I did. We put the two together and we fuck a nigga up. Then we can split tomorrow. But y'all don't understand how to network and fuck with people because you ain't real niggas.
Exactly. And see, the people that come around and talk that shit, they just coming around trying to, you know, incite some nonsense so they can have something to talk about on their channel because they frauds.
Yep.
You know, they frauds. Because at the end of the day, and see, you got to watch people that talk that shit. Let's do something for the babies. Because some frauds just got exposed robbing the youth on YouTube. They had this fake little contest that they were supposed to be giving away some money to some children. They went and got all these people addresses and everything, and they never gave out no prizes to no children.
Yeah,
they went and spent the money to get equipment to be on YouTube.
That's the poppy shit. I'm trying to say the babies that's getting molested. Oh shit, you trying to say the babies that's word? That's what you trying to do? Well, nigga, swipe this card. Let me put some money on your books and shit. You know what I'm saying? You ain't trying to do nothing to save a baby. You creating a YouTube channel so you can talk about pedophilia to save the babies. That's all you finna do? And then motherfuckers sending money to your personal fucking account? Where's the organization at? Where's the goals and mission statement plans and shit of your organization, so I know exactly what I'm sending you money for? And when I see your ass ain't doing it, then I can say, I'm not sending that motherfucker nothing else, because I ain't seen him have one child. I ain't seen him buy one fucking backpack. I ain't seen him go to the store and get one meal and put it in one house, a sack of groceries. It's shit, 5 things of canned goods. That motherfucker ain't doing nothing. But you put a mission statement down, that's what it is. You know what my mission statement was for the huddle, which I first started off with? Is to get a nigga's ass if they do any bogus shit in the community. Go to blogtalkradio.com/thehuddle and read my mission statement. And you will see that motherfucker said that back in 09 when he popped on this motherfucker. And this nigga been going at niggas every since. The blind that leads the blind, trying to wake motherfuckers up. And I done did a pretty good job. They done woke up, but they still don't know what to do, because I set the tone of what the fuck need to go on. And they don't know what need to go on. They don't have the narrative. So once again, if I got the narrative, if I got the shit to make shit pop, and you got the numbers, then let's put this shit together and make it do what it do, baby. But niggas don't know how to do that. What did I tell you when I first came over here to deal with that shit that we were just dealing with in the poppy shit, right? I told you I went to 6th Dynasty. He was bullshitting. He didn't want to give me the platform. But I was like, I know I can come to you, right? Came over here and we did the show. I went over there. What happened? Motherfucker jumped on me. And then it was like a fraud-ass situation called Star from Star in the Morning. Gave the nigga some money for what? Having him and Sonetta on there arguing and shit. After you done kicked me off, and this nigga threatened to kill Sonetta and put his foot in his wife's ass and all that shit. This nigga wasn't trying to help nothing. This nigga only kept the motherfucking shit going for views. He made 3 goddamn videos off of that one goddamn show that I created, and the nigga fucked me out of the show. And that's why the shit is continuously going on, because motherfuckers couldn't deal with shit that day. Poppy probably would have came into the goddamn thing with me, like he did with Sonetta, and we probably could have talked on his show, and he could have been a real peacemaker. But he over there trying to water down what I'm trying to say to make friends with Poppy and ride his little wave like a bitch and shit. But that's what it is. You have real niggas and fake niggas. You got niggas and bitches, power and money. That's what niggas trying to do, get power and money and stun on other niggas and do shit. So, I mean, it's called life, man.
I'm noticing now, because see, I've been dealing with the conscious community, like I always say, for years, for a lot of years. I'm gonna say since about 2005, I've been dealing with the conscious community, and this is before it even got on YouTube. And I've noticed over the years how these frauds and scammers, it's like a wave that people ride. You had the health wave where people were scamming people. You had the health wave, then you had the Hotep wave,
the sovereign citizen,
the sovereign wave. Then you had the occult wave where people was telling you you could levitate and all that. Just send me some money and I'll send you this magic oil. You had that wave, right? Now you have the melanated children wave, where people want to rob single mothers out of money so they could run around and buy Jordans and talk to young ass women. See, I know what these old dudes be trying to do. They trying to get money so they can run around and impress young women. That's what it's all about. That's the new wave that people want to ride. They want to ride, oh, I'm here to help the children. I'm here to help the children. Well, if you here to help the children, you could come out your pocket and do certain things, simple stuff.
But let's look at it even better. Most children have single mothers. Ain't no father around, and they looking for somebody to be a guidance in their child life. What if it's a boy or girl? That's how they molest the girl. And if they're a little fruity and go both ways, that's how they molest the boys, because they get in the house with these single mothers by being out there coming up with their children. Oh, I'm best friends with your children. We have a lovely time. I'm teaching them how to read and this. Yeah, I'm teaching them how to shoot ball and stuff. I'm already a father figure to them. You should marry me or give me some pussy and let me be in the house for a minute and shit. It's just what niggas do to get through the door. They go through the children. Oh, who's your friend? Oh, that's Coach so-and-so, or that's so-and-so. So they use, I mean, all this shit can be used. Look, everything that exists can be used for good or evil. It just depends on who willing whatever the fuck's out there. This ain't no magic trick. This ain't no secret science or nothing. Whatever exists, if it's fire, you can warm yourself or you can burn this bitch down. You see what I'm saying? If it's a gun, you can defend yourself and protect yourself, or you can go out here and slaughter motherfuckers. So it ain't what it is, it's what people do with what it is. How they using it in the mindset of the motherfuckers that's willing the power that he got.
I agree. I agree. But see, it's like the frauds always outweigh the real. They outnumber the real. So to somebody looking in who's interested in dealing with this community, they looking at it from the outside like, damn, all right, ID, Sheepstaysleeptv, they got real content over here. But look at their numbers. A lot of people ain't rocking with them like that. I need to be over there with the people who got thousands and thousands of views and hundreds of people in their chat, because that's going to make me feel accepted. I don't want to be accepted by these people who are not liked by most people.
That's the in crowd.
That's what it turns into.
That's the in crowd people. That's the people going to the mega church because they can say, well, TD Jakes is my pastor. They don't want to say this nigga over here that's teaching a thorough lesson and shit is they pastor. They want to say, I go to this church. I drive this car. I'm a part of this organization. I'm in the in crowd. I'm making it with the Joneses. I'm keeping up with the Joneses and shit. And them the motherfuckers has always got a problem because they got to pay them car notes that they didn't get their brand new car and doing that, trying to keep up with the Joneses. They got to try to keep some clothes and shit like Polite. He had the same gold shoes and same shit on when he went to the Breakfast Club. This it's like, hold up, nigga. You know, I don't do that type of shit. But look at Poppy. He was in the car with the same shit he had on when he went out there to the press conference. And it's like, nigga, you got a bunch of fits or swellers and shit, but you ain't balling like that. You trying to appear to ball. I mean, I got more shit than them niggas, and I don't even go buy shit no more. I just got slightly old shit that I just bought some years back, and then I added a couple more years, and I got a lot of good shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I used to be fat formed and all that shit. I used to try to live that life, man. I had all the Timberlands and Nikes and shit I wanted and everything, nigga, and I was getting all the pussy I wanted back in them days. But I left that lifestyle alone, man, because that shit, once again, when you not blind and you out there, that shit start fucking with your psyche because you seeing this shit. With much wisdom comes sorrow. You sitting back and like, damn, they doing dude or her wrong. What the fuck? Y'all need to get the fuck out the nightlife. Y'all need to go in the house when the sun go down and them street lights come on. Y'all need to go in the house because y'all can't make it out here at night. Y'all getting fucked over. But niggas that see and understand, it's devastating to them. People that don't, they think they living it up. You know what I'm saying?
Right, hold on, bro.
Same thing with the YouTubers. They think they living it up and shit. Look at all the motherfuckers went over there fucking with Kev Gill. That's why I made that show. Ever since he been a part of YouTube, I told motherfuckers that's a bitch ass nigga. I wouldn't fuck with that nigga. And the only reason I fuck with him is to break ties from the shit him and Pit Boss was doing. I was like, okay, I tell you what. Same thing now. I'ma ride on that nigga, this and that. Every now and then, me and Pit tag teamed on his head. Ride on that nigga till he feel the pressure. When that nigga feel the pressure and he break, then I'ma go over there, fuck with him. Once I fuck with him, he gonna feel comfortable. He showed me some love. Boom, I split from his ass. I ain't got to worry about him no more. Even when people were saying shit, he like, Israel Doctrine just trying to get views. Israel Doctrine, do. But it was like, you can't turn on me now because we broke at the piece and I split. And I ain't said no shit about you now, because I ain't have to say shit about you at first. I ain't even got to acknowledge your ass. So now, boom, you dealt with. But that's the shit. Even me and Sarnetta talked a little bit on my show this morning. That's the shit niggas don't understand. It's rules to this shit. This shit been laid out as guidelines. Though they might be fucked up. They might be still fucked up, but it's still a little rules and guidelines. You got to know how to move. You got to know how to move amongst these snake ass YouTubers and shit. You got to know what to get from their ass and bounce from their ass. You know what I'm saying? Especially if they're on some old fuckboy shit. Who want to sit around with a nigga like that? You know?
Exactly.
So it's the same thing. If you chasing money, why sit around with a nigga that's keeping 100 and he happy with that? 100 views and this and that and making the minimum $100 a month. You make $100 a month, they're gonna send you $100. That's the minimum. You gotta break that to get some money that month. And so if a nigga satisfied with that and your ambitions is more than that, why the fuck you sitting around with them? You know, so I ain't never mad at nobody if they don't want to come rock out with me. I'm just saying I'm gonna keep a steady pace. You know, I'm known by all the big time outlets and all outfits and shit. I'm known by everybody. I'm cool pretty much with it, you know, motherfuckers that want to keep it somewhat real or know how to play the game. That's how I got on Tommy and Sarnetta's. Once again, oh, okay, I tell you what. Y'all niggas got a problem with Poppy. I got a problem with Poppy. He attack y'all, he attack me. I got the shit to fuck him up, and y'all got the numbers where this information can flow. Let's make this happen. He never seen that shit coming. It fucked him up because he ain't never been in the YouTube war. So it fucked him up. Hold up, how you fucking with him and y'all supposed to be beefing? Not even realizing that he was beefing, talking about Sarnetta trying to kill him, but now he trying to do an event with him. So you finna do the thing. See what I'm saying? So now you're a hypocrite. You just don't understand how shit work. And that's the problem. You out here in the, what Pac saying, toss it up, living in the fast lane, living in the cash lane, or the fast lane, not for real. You know what I'm saying? You out here and shit moving and moving fast and you trying to get this money and shit and you ain't for real and you don't know the game. This shit gonna burn you out and you gonna get burnt out and fucked up before it's over with. And that nigga got on this shit, making a bunch of enemies and doing shit, and now he's kind of fucked up. He don't understand what didn't happen to him. And niggas seen it happening and they wouldn't even explain it to him. What I do when I first met you, I seen you do something and I came at you. It might have even seemed kind of bogus, but it was out of love. And from that day forth, we didn't fuck with each other because I just kept it real and I tried to put you up on game. What you tell me the other day? Everything you said was just like you said it. Hey, because I do it out of love. I don't have no hate, no spite, no animosity, because ain't shit another nigga got that I fiend for. I don't want your wife. You can keep your pussy. I don't want your money. I don't want nothing. I'm not coveting shit that anybody else got. Exactly. Because the Bible says don't do it. I'm not covering what you got. You ain't got to worry about me. You can leave your wife in the house. That bitch come out naked trying to give me some pussy. I'm going to walk out the door.
I'm the same way, bro. Same way. I'm the same way. And see, you know, like I was saying, man, you know, being that people nowadays in society, it's not a lot of those types of people. So, you know, with social media and all of this stuff, everybody wants to be cool. Everybody wants to be accepted. And they don't want to be accepted for who they are. They want to be accepted for what they have. It's all about materialism. So, oh, why would you go and listen to Sheepstaysleeptv? He only got 12, 11 viewers. Why don't you listen to me? I got 1,000 people watching me, so I'm better than him. But see, real people understand that it's not what you have, it's about who you are. It's about substance. Right. Right. It's about the substance of a person. And this is what people is missing. They're not checking the character of a person. And this is what's gonna totally, you know, it's gonna consume these frauds. Because eventually people gonna see that, yo, hold on. You've been saying this, that, and the third, but the facts show something else. So you done.
You've
You
been
done.
fucking up the trust. I trusted you, nigga. And look at what you done.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I done had those issues because a lot of people have been on some don't fuck with Sarnetta. And that's the shit nigga trying to use, like, oh, that nigga work for Sarnetta to make people feel like he fuck with Sarnetta. I ain't gonna trust that nigga, whatever. But I fuck with everybody. Look, Kev tried to get me on this show the other day. I'm like, nah, nigga, I ain't finna get you no views where you be like, I had this real doctrine over here. Y'all come check out this show. Nah, I ain't finna do that because shit hot right now. I just tried to help out Six Dynasty bitch ass, and look what he did. The motherfucker bit me. The motherfucker bit me to try to get views and have some hot shit over there and everything. And he already knew what the fuck I was gonna do if he did it. He already knew. This nigga was already like, well, fuck it, I'm gonna get some views out of him. He don't get that much. This shit gonna die down and everything, and that nigga ain't gonna be hot tomorrow. So the motherfucker bit me thinking that it was just a little flame that just was gonna burn out in a day or two. Cause Carl ain't did. I'm just like, okay, all y'all think I'm sorry and this and that, but y'all forget when it's wartime, I turn into another type of motherfucker. I'm a humble nigga till you push me. Once you push me, then I'm on some niggas like, damn, ain't he supposed to be talking about? But no, nigga, you's a bitch. I'm going for your throat. Nigga, I try to be as peaceful in war as possible. I try to leave wife and kids and different shit out of it. But if it's that type of war, like motherfucker talking about my mother, nigga, your wife can get in the conversation, your kids and all of that. We gonna play the dirty, dirty dozen. We're gonna play the dirty does, and then we talking gun talk on for that shit and every other thing you talk. Whatever language you speak, I'm gonna speak that shit just as fluent as you do.
And see, when people get, you know, people like that out of character, man, that's when they want to say, oh, look at him, he's a fraud, he's a fraud, look, he's supposed to be speaking the Bible, and look what he's doing. That's sucker shit to me, man. Because then what you telling me is, because I'm a man of good character, I'm supposed to let you run over me. That's not part of having good character, to let somebody run over you.
Nah,
To let somebody think they could treat you any kind of way and say anything to you.
You're supposed to speak real shit and speak honestly. See, the thing, a biblical concept where it said, God seek those to worship him in spirit and truth. People act like the truth is always good. The truth is some ugly shit sometimes. It's some of the ugly shit you want to deal with. You know, motherfuckers say,
facts.
Hey man, what's up? And you like, nigga, your breath stink. That's the truth. And nigga be like, my breath stink. Yeah, nigga, that's the truth. That's honesty. A nigga walk up and his ass stink. Nigga, you need to wash your ass. You stinking. That's the truth. But you don't want to tell nobody that shit. You would let them walk to the next person with a hot ass breath or stinking ass, and you won't even tell them the truth. Like, man, yeah, you probably want to go home, wash your ass, and put on some new shit because your shit stinking or whatever. But anybody that's real will be like, thank you. I didn't want to be around this bitch having a problem like that. Now I'm going through the community. I'm going somewhere and everybody like, man, that motherfucker just stinking. You know what I'm saying? Niggas see you got some dog shit on you. Going places, doing bogus shit, walking in houses and leaving the little shit because you done stepped in a pile of shit. Ain't nobody gonna say, man, you stepped in some shit. You smelling like it. You know that you gotta tell the truth. This shit is truthful. If you see a motherfucking he's stupid and doing some stupid shit, you say, man, look, you stupid in a motherfucker, man. Do you know what you just did? Motherfuckers get offended. No, I'm telling you the truth. That's what happened with me and Poppy. I'm like, nigga, you sound stupid as a motherfucker. You listen to Primo, and then you went out here and did that shit. Then you bring up some 2-year-old shit that you said Sarnetta set your ass up with shit. Nigga, you sound stupid than a motherfucker out here. Now, these other niggas gonna buy it for a week or two, a month or whatever. And if don't nobody highlight that shit, they might buy it for a long time. And you might fuck over a lot of people. But I'm gonna tell you the truth. You sound stupid as a motherfucker. You need to go hard and take your stupid ass home because you playing in these YouTube streets and these motherfuckers is not friendly. Ain't that what I told you from day one? These motherfucking YouTube streets is not friendly, nigga. you will get your ass pulverized on this YouTube.
Facts. Facts. And it happens because the fake outweigh the real. And truth is based on perception. So whatever people think is right, or because they, like you say, they want to be with the in crowd. So they'll sit there and join that bullshit just to alienate a person that's real. Like, for instance, this dude is saying out of his mouth a bunch of contradictory shit about his life. But nobody wants to sit there and analyze what the man is saying. They want to sit there and just harp on the fact that he's been molested. Yeah. But nobody listens to his story. Nobody listens to how his story changes. But in the court of law, this is how they analyze situations to find out if somebody's credible or not. See, nobody wants to focus on credibility. How is this dude credible? And is his story adding up to all his other stories that he's saying? And if they're not, you're not credible, dude. You're not.
Who the fuck is really standing with him? Besides silly motherfuckers that then picked up on the fact that he can get numbers on YouTube because he a victim of Bambaataa. You know what I'm saying? And he been on a lot of shows that then said his name and put his name and shit out there, so he ain't hard to find, and people, they can come see a Star Chambers show and say, oh, his name is Son Camel, let me see, oh, he go on YouTube, let me subscribe to his channel. So you got traffic coming from all the places you went, Queens, Flip, Murder, Music, whatever shit, this, that, and the other. You got videos over there in the tens of thousands and shit from the Bambaataa shit. I mean, if that shit, that traffic don't come to your page, you really a sorry motherfucker, right? But that's just the way it is, man. Look, let's show you how really real this shit is, right? You got all these numbers and you got a lot of people in your chat, but you got certain people that don't come fuck with you or fuck with your chat or none of that shit. Then I come. Now you get a spike in the chat. Though you got a lot of numbers and a lot of people watch, they don't say shit. So even the hated nigga that can bring those 1,000 people into the chat and participate in the show where they never participated before, that shows power. That shows that hated or loved or whatever, when he come on the show, the chat room spike. You like, hold up, slow that motherfucker down, because this bitch rolling like crazy. Because now all the people that's in the chat room is chiming into the conversation because it's a strong ass conversation. But all the other time they just watching, they ain't even participating. That shows you the power. I don't give a fuck if Tommy love to hate. When Tommy goes somewhere, if you got people there, I don't give a fuck if it's 10,000 and you been had them there. Them motherfuckers gonna participate because of what Tommy's saying, the controversy and everything to go with it is gonna emotionally pull these motherfuckers out to talk. Even me, when I went to Sanetta's the other night, man, all them motherfuckers was all my haters was in that motherfucker talking. They might go over there and watch Sanetta, but they don't say shit. But they feel compelled to show their face and say some fucked up shit about me. They watching all along, but now they won't talk shit about me. So I come in the whole fucking chat room, get emotional and turn into bitches and start chitter-chatting and bumping their goddamn gums. That's power.
Exactly. That shows that you have influence. No matter, because hate and love is energy, is all energy. So that shows how much influence you have, you know? And that's interesting because, you know, when I go in other chat rooms too, I notice I be getting attacked sometimes too. And it's because of the type of person that I am. I know what it is. And that's why me and you, we connected on a certain level, because we're honorable men. And that's not common nowadays. We're not. And see, people take that, like I was saying, and they think that they could run all over us, man, until, you know what I'm saying, we unleash the dragon on that ass now we're this, now we're that, you know, and they could have all that. They could say all that. I'll accept all that, you know.
Listen, you wrong for that. You ain't supposed to do that. It's like, what? Step on my toe again, or do that, or say that again, and see me do the same thing. You just feel I shouldn't do that. I feel I'm justified in doing more than this. You better be glad I don't do more.
Right. And shout out to Conscious Speculation too, man, because that video he did last night, man, it's crazy. It's crazy. And this dude keeps saying somebody laughing at his pain. I've never heard you or anybody who's done videos on this dude ever say that they don't think Africa Bambaataa molested him. Everybody's saying they believe he's been molested by him. Nobody's saying he's lying about anything.
Hold up. I said statutory rape now, meaning he went of a legal consent age to consent to what him and Bell was doing. But 9 out of 10, from what he talking about, from 12 or 13 to 17 or 18, he was consenting somewhere in between them. It started to becoming consenting, because anytime you keep going back and going back, you consenting now. If you say no and then he force you, okay, that's the fucked up part. Then you go back tomorrow and you be like, no, and the motherfucker force you. Okay. You know how many times they give you 3 strikes and you out or whatever, or you do it once and, you know, shame on you. You do it whatever, however that shit go. Shame on me. At some point, if I know something fucked up, I can't keep going back. And he said he did it on a consistently basis, not just here and there, but consistently, like every other day, every other week, 3, 4 times, 5 times. You know what I'm saying? A consistent basis. So at some point, he consented, but he went of legal age to consent. This is where he say it's illegal for Bambaataa to have a relationship with a minor. So now he's telling you that's statutory rape, because he could have a relationship with a minor. It's just illegal to do so. Now, for the minor, it ain't illegal. Me and Tommy didn't get to hit on that last night, but for the minor, it ain't illegal. You ain't gonna lock the minor up for consenting to sex with a grown-up. You're gonna say grown-up, they couldn't consent. So you saying they consented, maybe so, but you can't have the sex with them even if they consent. So we gotta lock your ass up. But they ain't gonna get locked up for it. They're gonna say that's just a little fast-ass girl or fast-ass boy if they consent to the sex. You see what I'm saying?
Right. That's a good point. That's a very good point, because that was my whole thing. Like, all right, you saying the dude molested you. Why did you keep going back? Like, I don't understand a person who tries to explain, or he never really explained why he kept going back. The only thing I heard him explain why he kept going back is because his mama was beating his ass.
That and that his heroes and people was around. So he was like, it was cool to be over bounds, but it wasn't really cool over bounds. So once you get over the monster in the bedroom, once you get over it, so at some point you consent now.
Right.
You saying for me to come in this house and play, I gotta let you suck me off. So I want to come in this house and play, huh? All right, now let me go play.
Right.
That's it. I mean, that's just the truth of the matter. You got to pay a toll to get through here. Well, what's the toll? Same thing with a girl. You got some crackhead. You got to rock. They want the rock. You want some sex. You don't want no money. I got some money. I don't want no money. I want some sex. You want this rock? You give me you give me a head, or let me run up in you, this and that. Okay, well, first change ain't no robbery. But in the case of the child, it's robbery. You molesting. You are molesting or statutory raping this child now, because this child is not of a legal age to consent to the shit that's going on. And you forcing them, because that's the same thing. You in the house and you got the cabinets locking shit, and you got a boy or girl or whatever, and then you like, well, shit, for you to get some food, you got to fuck. Well, at that point, they said, well, I'm hungry. I want to eat. Well, get this pussy or this ass or whatever. That's consenting at that point. But look what you did to force them to consent. So that's how that's a funny thing. And what he be saying is just that. I wanted to go play at Bam's house, but if I go to Bam's house, Bam gonna want to suck my dick or whatever he was doing to him. He said that's all he was doing. He gonna want to suck my dick. Well, I'm going to play at Bam's house. Same thing when we watch what's that shit? Ricky, what is it? Boys in the Hood. Motherfuckers say, I'm going to the store. You ain't got no money. I'm going anyway. Because I'm finna go steal some shit. I know I ain't got no money, but I'm finna go anyway. So you know the consequences of what's going on. He knew the consequences for going to Bam house, and he chose to keep going to Bam house and deal with them consequences because he liked the benefits that came with the consequences.
Right. And that's that right there should make people really sit back and question, you know, if this dude is really being genuine when he's trying to come out and expose these people, because you're not really exposing nothing but yourself. You exposing that after a while, you it's like a barter. Listen, I want to be around my heroes, so I'll do whatever it takes. That's just like the dude Shabon that came on Star in the Morning and said that when he let Bam do whatever Bam did to him, he didn't look at it as molestation, rape, or anything. He looked at it as, this is what I have to do to become a rap star. Just like when Conscious Speculation played the teenage dude who said he had sex with Birdman to get signed to Rich Gang. So you have people out here that's willing to sell their souls to quote unquote be famous or to just be accepted by people who they look up to.
But he never wanted to hear that story because he never wanted people look at him like he was homosexual, even though he may be homosexual, a homo thug, right? Maybe, but he didn't want people to look at him that way. So he didn't really want the story out. And at the same time, he took the video down, conspiring to cover it up. He went to a meeting with Bam and the Zulu Council, and they agreed to, you know, conspire to keep it up. And he got on the phone with Mickey Benson and Ahmed talking to Star, but he never said nothing. Star didn't know he was on there, but he was conspiring to cover it up. So eventually he tells Star, when he called in the Star, that I was on the other end of the phone. So he confessed, but this conversation moving like this, so you'd be like, oh yeah, I was on the other end of the phone, and we keep talking. And unless I really catch that and say, ho, what you mean you was on the other end of the phone? And then get you to explain it, you just shot that past me like that. Now, this is all due to the fact that yesterday morning, I woke up 4 o'clock. I go over there to start turning on and shit, fall asleep. I'm asleep about 6 o'clock. But I guess he was saying none of them name and talking about it. So I woke up because I ain't a heavy sleeper. So I woke up and I was like, what the fuck? Okay. So I'm like, Star still on. So then a little while after he talked that Sarnetta shit, because I was in his chat for 2 days over there fucking around. After he got through talking that Sarnetta shit, he went into, well, I'm finna read some super chat and I'm gonna start reading some of the live chat and shit. So then I popped up like, oh, he finna read the live chat. I gotta troll my ass off. So once he started, I put it down. Started, you know, that Poppy was on the phone with Mickey Benson and them and everything. He read it. Then he said, if that's the real Israel Doctrine, email me. That's when I did the show yesterday, my email to Star in the morning, right? So I emailed him. He came back. He was like, he ain't want to have nothing to do with that and everything. That sound like some personal shit. I said, cool. So then I hit him back with another one. And I was like, well, I think you did some, you know, some fucked up journalism and all of that shit. So he was like, nah, my stuff is straight. So then I was like, So I hit him with the video where Poppy said it was me, Mickey Benson, and on the phone with Star and this and that. So he was like, okay, I'm gonna do you one. I'm gonna send you the video where he told me that, and I was like, damn, Star on point. And I know Star on point. That nigga sharp in the head. I know fucking with him is like the next level. You know what I'm saying? Next level of the game and shit. So I was like, all right, cool. But I got something for Star ass, because still that don't stop the fact that, you know, he took down the video. You knew he cop plea with them at that meeting, and he was on the phone, but still y'all never came out and told the story properly, that he was trying to cover the shit up until he was forced out to deal with it. That's the thing. And if that's the case, just say the shit, because I'm proving it. You could be like, cool, the nigga got me. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't want to come out with the shit. Truly, I didn't. And, you know, I never wanted to highlight that shit. But now that this nigga highlighting it and everything, yeah, I meant everything I said. But eventually, but he played it like God had a calling on him to fight pedophilia. This nigga said this is my calling. The fuck? Now you sound like a fake ass store front preacher, Baptist preacher from the South. God calling me. What the fuck? You fuck with Allah. Why the fuck you say God called you? Then he started saying I'm a Muslim and Allah is. It's like, nigga, is you Christian or you Muslim? Do you deal with the Bible or you deal with the Quran? What the fuck? This nigga is fucking crazy. He don't know who or what he is. I'm gonna tell him like the Moors, you don't have an identity, nigga. You don't have a nation. You don't have a nationality. So therefore, being Muslim is not a nationality. It's a religion. Being Christian is not a nationality. It's a religion. Being Israel is a nationality. It's a nation of people. See what I'm saying? You don't have a nationality, so you can't define yourself properly.
And see, what's crazy is that he's openly admitted multiple times that he was basically trying to blackmail and extort the Zulu nation, because he said, he told Bam, I'm gonna get the video taken down, but you gotta do this for me. So he's acknowledging that he got done dirty for half his damn life, but he's willing to excuse all of that if you do what I ask. That's blackmail. So if you don't do what I say, I'm gonna blow all this shit up. So that show you right there what it is with this dude. He trying to extort these dudes, and they not allowing that shit no more. You not gonna hold us over our head. All right, he did it to you, move on. Because you're not getting no more money from us. That's what happened. Bam told him, oh, you couldn't get the video down? All right, now watch this. He's done. Get him up out of here. If you catch him, whatever happened to him, happened to him. Because for years, he been blackmailing Bam. Because I'm pretty sure he probably was doing that behind the scenes. Well, Bam, if you don't give me a job, well, you know I could always go tell such and such. And then he was doing it on camera too. Well, you know, if I would have snitched, everybody would have been in jail. So what you trying to say? You trying to say you protected these people.
Mm-hmm.
And you protected them for monetary gain.
Yep.
Because when the monetary stuff stopped, you start ratting.
What we see it all the time in movies and stuff. Niggas say, well, I go do that time for you because I'm a warrior. I can sit in there, and most of the niggas in there know me from the streets, so I go take that little sit down. You know, 3 years I can do that on my, you know, on one hand or whatever. So what I want you to do is make sure my commissary taken care of, send my wife and make sure my children, this and that. I'm gonna go sit down for 3 years. And so he said all the time he was in jail, even when Bam was fucking with him when he was younger, in the Vice magazine shit that Dave Wedge wrote, he said Bam Bada took care of his commissary, all of that shit, took him shopping when he came back. But he said when he was younger, he never needed for nothing, and his mother never needed for nothing. So, I mean, Bam was that uncle that paid for your college but molested you. And how much is college? You got to buy a car to get around. You need a place to stay. Then you got books and shit. Then you got to eat during that time you up there. And you got that motherfucking bill from whatever classes and shit, if you ain't got scholarships and shit. So that could be like 100,000 easy. You know what I'm saying? So motherfucker give you $100,000 over a span of time and he doing certain shit. I mean, you might go for just 100. But either way it go, bam, at least he said $5 million nigga. He, you know, it ain't tricking if you got it. That nigga was tricking off. That's all.
Exactly. And it sound like, you know, now I gotta put this dude in the same category as the two guys who was accusing Eddie Long for doing what he was doing to him. And they was accepting payoffs.
Yep.
And when it came out that these dudes was allowing Eddie Long to do shit to him because they was getting cars. They was getting money. So you can't come out and try to tarnish this dude's reputation when you was accepting it. You was accepting gifts as, you know, he was paying you for sex, basically. Yeah. This is what it was. So now you look the same kind of way, bro.
You know
so
what?
Now you want to come out on these dudes the same way that these dudes came out on Eddie Long.
Yeah, you know what happened? Nigga get new, just like a man, he get a new woman, then nigga get a new boyfriend, they get another young nigga, and now you obsolete. And I mean, it ain't tricking if you got it. It ain't tricking if you got it, but you can't trick with everybody or you ain't gonna have it no more. So what I was tricking off with you, I gotta cut your well one dry because I got a trick over here. And so niggas start tricking as well, you know. This is what it do.
So what you saying is he became a disgruntled girlfriend.
Yeah. My homie said it's the Liberace effect in the driver. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker got a new woman and start ignoring that motherfucker, nigga go crazy. And then he want attention. That's why I said he dress up for Bam. The nigga to put the goddamn beads back on. I'm Zulu and this and that. He trying to talk to Bam like Bam. You know what I'm saying? Don't you miss this good thing? I'm ready to come back. This and that. I mean, that nigga sick, man. I don't know what the fuck he doing. Allegedly, that's what he doing. But man, this dude done brought a sick ass conversation into the community improper. It's a conversation that's crazy and need to be dealt with. But since it was improperly introduced to the community, it done fucked up the community and it done fucked up the conversation that really be needing to dealt with. So now what Bam is holding, what we holding trial in the streets, as he say, the streets convict Bam, while we holding trial on the internet and stuff the conversation with don't nobody give a fuck what Bam did now. They missed the opportunity. The statute of limitation is damn near up. This shit been in the community or in the cyber world for damn near 2 years now. And even as me and Tommy was talking, the statute of limitation shit is damn near up in the YouTube world. Ain't nobody giving a fuck. They like, who is Bambaataa anyway? The little niggas and people of age is like, nigga, I gotta go to work and do shit. I ain't worried about Bambaataa. He ain't fuck me. So fuck it, I'm gone. I ain't trying to sit around and listen to this shit. Y'all quit talking about that shit. And that's why Poppy trying to get him another job now as a YouTuber. And he like, shit, ever since I monetized my page and trying to get some of this YouTube money, you motherfuckers hating. Y'all trying to cut my YouTube money. Can I get some YouTube money? I guess it's the same scenario though, like Sarnetta or anybody that's really trying to feed their family. If you cut their YouTube money, what they gonna do? They gotta eat. You know, they got to shed blood to make a red cent now. My motherfuckers might go to the street and start killing and selling drugs or whatever. So they got to eat. So it's kind of fucked up that you cut niggas YouTube water short. You know what I'm saying? But that's what happened when you come in YouTube and make enemies and not friends. Now motherfuckers like, yeah, fuck that nigga. Don't let him get no YouTube money. How many motherfuckers hating on him? Yeah, let's beat this motherfucker up, cut his YouTube money, fuck that nigga up, all that shit. That's what he crying. But if that's the case, nigga, you did it to yourself, making enemies. And you think because you, same thing with the conscious community standing up with him against Bam. He thought he had an army with him. Nigga, I got Hebrew Israelites, Moors, RBGs, goddamn straight black pride. Nigga, let's go to war. Bam, you want some of this? The next thing you know, motherfucker stepped away and he was like, what the fuck going on? I'm out here by myself. So, same thing with the YouTube. He see it happen to Primo now. He better take note. He got the motherfuckers over there in his chat saying, send him money, do this, and showing them love and shit. But motherfuckers only gonna do shit like that for a minute because everybody want a little money. And if they see you getting too much and you ain't cutting that pie with their ass, nigga gonna be on some DMX, fuck around and bite you and snatch the plate.
Exactly. And I'm glad you brought that up too, because molestation and all of this stuff, pedophilia, this is very rampant in the community. And I like how you said that, you know, he came in and presented the story all wrong. Because if you don't want to be known, like he said out his mouth, you don't want to be known as a person who's coming in here just, you know, telling his story as a victim, or being looked at as a homosexual or a homo thug, then you should have came in presenting the conversation as an activist. He didn't present his argument like that. He presented his argument as a hurt person, you know, and you can't teach like that. You can't lead like that. And this is why the message is being, you know, his shit is getting debunked, because it's like, hold on, man. You saying you don't want to be known for this. What are you known for? What are you actually saying you have to offer to these children? You're not offering nothing, because one minute you saying you don't need no money. You have money. Then why haven't something been, hold on. You've been molested. This stuff happened to you years ago, decades ago. Why you and your wife haven't started an organization already? Your own co-ops, you breed dogs, you got cars, you don't need money. Your wife know what happened to you. He even said out his mouth that, you know, sometimes he has sex with his wife and he lose erection, thinking about what happened with him and Bam. Why aren't you, like you said, putting this in a proper framework to present it to the youth? So the youth that this stuff is happening to, they can say, oh, wow, I finally have an outlet. I finally have a voice. He's not the voice for these people. You're not the voice for these kids that's dealing with pedophilia. You're not that voice. You're the voice that's trying to get some money. Basically, you're nothing but I'm gonna say basically a charlatan. And you're using the narrative of what happened to you as a way to get money, just like the rest of these people, man. And it's sad, because if children are watching this, they're thinking like, damn, nobody cares. See, he's supposed to be the guy that's showing these children, I care about y'all. I don't want this to happen to y'all again. So this is what I have for y'all. You don't have nothing.
But hey, he can cut down the size. He only got 2,700K, well, 2.7K views from last night, 13 hours ago. And before that, he damn near had 4.9K. So, I mean, people is catching on. I think he's feeling that too. He was in my chat earlier this morning, and he trying to see what the fuck going on. He steady trying to pick at me like you ain't got views. Nigga, once again, if don't nobody know I'm finna go on, I'm gonna walk outside, go to the store, come back, and just turn my shit on. If they don't get notifications, they don't know I'm on. They cleaning and doing their own shit in the car, whatever. Y'all don't expect nobody. If I tell them I'm finna come on at 12 o'clock, they'll come. So like he do on Facebook, he'll go and say, I'm coming on at 11 o'clock. People expect you to come on. They don't be expecting me to come on. I'll be like, they'll come watch that shit later. Most people know what the fuck I'm presenting, what state of mind in, so they probably like, man, this nigga finna drop some heavy shit. I want to watch that. So when they come and see a new video, they gonna watch it. Because they know what I'm about to present is gonna be some shit. And they want to see it or hear it. Hey, don't take that shit down. Leave that shit up. I want to hear that shit. I want to see it. So it ain't about how many people watching you. You know how many people used to watch me when I went live? None. Not a one. Maybe every now and then Pit Boss will be watching a 1 or 2 people. And like Pitt said, that nigga be like, we be sitting there all day and like we'll be chilling and talking. I'll be like, man, I ain't got number 25 views. And I did a video that morning and all. But once shit started ratcheting up and they knew a certain conversation was coming, I don't give a fuck what I did. If they didn't watch it live, shit, at the end of the day, it was 1,000. At the end of the day, it'll be 1,000. And if I did 2 videos, it'll be 2,000. That's the way it was because they knew where I was at and what I was doing. But like I said, I done figured out the game. You know what I'm saying? I know exactly what I'm gonna do next year. And you know, I've been putting blueprints down for it. So when I do it, it's like pre-cooked. You know, if you got some greens, like people see me put greens up, you cook the greens and everything, but you don't overcook them. You just cook them enough where they, you know, and you put them in the freezer. So if you're saving them for whatever, when you pull them out, then you cook them all the way. You take them there because you got to warm them up. So you don't want to overcook them, cook them, and then put them up and then cook them again, just warming them up. So it's just a way to do shit. It's pre-cooking. You know, I worked in a restaurant. You cook hamburgers and shit. You put it in the little waters and shit and let it soak. And so then that way when the customers come through at lunchtime and shit, all you do is take it, throw it on the grill, warm it back up and everything. So you just pre-cook shit. I've been pre-cooking for the last 3 months or so, right? So I'm preparing for the new year and doing shit in a certain manner. You know what I'm saying? Having my openings and intros and doing different shit. You know what I'm saying? It's going to take a little time and a little money. That's why I'm also waiting for income tax and shit. But, you know, anybody that got love and want to see next year change and different shit, I ain't even going to tell you where it's at, but it's shit out there you can do to, you know, show love.
No doubt. No doubt. So, I think we pretty much touched on everything. Anything else you want to touch on?
Yeah, like I said, it ain't about numbers. See, in this society, in this world, if you want to run shit, you don't go for the masses. You go for the nigga that run the masses. That's why they would kill off a leader and then put a puppet leader in there. Because the leader is running all them people. Now, once again, whoever or whatever this leader is, that's what the people gonna do because they follow. They leader. So all you got to do is get the leader. See how when I had Sinetta love and attention, all the people was mad, but they couldn't do shit. Why? Because I had the leader. Fuck you mad about? I'm fucking with him. I ain't even got to talk to you, nigga. You ain't no boss. You a fucking worker. Shut the fuck up talking to me. But you see how they fucked up they shit? He fucked up the whole shit and allowed that nigga to, you know, can you hear me? I think this shit fucking up.
Yeah, I can hear you. It's kind of lagging though, but I can hear you.
Yeah, I think it. But his people fucked this shit up and even made him say shit.
I can't hear you now. You're frozen. OG. ID. You might need to come back in. Press 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me, y'all. Press 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. Cause it looked like ID froze up. He might have to get off and come back on. But yeah, man, I'm gonna wait till OG get back, and we definitely have to be more aware of this fraudulent behavior, man. Because it's becoming an epidemic on YouTube. People are starting to just, you know, they're just starting to think that this is the way to go. This is the thing to do. This is something easy that I can do. I can come up here, create a false narrative about myself and about my channel, and I could make hundreds or maybe even thousands of dollars a day. Because think about it. If you have over 1,000 followers, on YouTube, you got the super chat. So a lot of these people got super chats, they got GoFundMe's, and they got PayPals. So if somebody feels sorry for you, and this is why playing a victim works for some people, because people like to feel sorry for people, because people want you to feel sorry for them. And this is why people donate to people who want to live off pity. This is why they get donations. You back, OG? Oh, okay. So yeah, man, we definitely we can't do this. We definitely cannot do this, man. Let's support the real. Let's support the people who's really bringing something to the people that's tangible. That's something practical. Not a bunch of emotions and victimhood. Because at the end of the day, they're not going to lead you nowhere. They're going to take your money and they're going to run off. They're going to run off. That's what they're going to do. And then these the same people, after they run off with everybody money, they're going to come back shitting on people, i.e. Polite. He sat here and played the victim for us, took all the people money, and then came back and called us heathens and called us animals. But this dude, quote unquote, came from the same neighborhood where the animals reside. So that shows you that this fraudulent behavior is becoming an epidemic. And see, frauds nowadays, they know that they can live and prosper through social media. Because in the streets, they can't do that in the streets. Why Poppy is not going to organizations that deal with pedophilia and things like that and try to get funding from them? Why is he trying to take money directly from people who just feel bad for him? See, we got to question that too, fam. Because there's agencies out here for molested young girls, for molested young boys. There's organizations out here, you just got to find them. And why is he not trying to align himself with that? Why is that? Did we ever ask those questions? Why are you directly talking to people and asking them for your money, for their money, like a pastor? But then these people get up here and talk shit about the pastors. Talk shit about all these religious leaders. But what are you doing? You're religiously promoting that you're a victim and I need your help because I'm a victim. But then you turn around and say you don't need no money from nobody. But then you turn around and say you may need money to move your family. But you said you own property. You own co-ops. Listen to this stuff, y'all. Fraudulent behavior, man. We got to stop falling for the fraudulent behavior. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody for coming through. I'm gonna wait for OG to come back, and then I'm gonna let him close out. So in the meantime, I'm gonna do some shout outs. Man, T Duck, you just want some attention, man. You you need to go you need to go find something to do, bro. Shout out to Richard Taylor. Oh, OG in the chat, okay. Shout out to Mama Kiki. Shout out to Living Soul Journey. Shout out to my big brother Megalodon. Yee. Shout out to Sir Hebler. What's up, big bro? Shout out to Negro Live. Negro Live. Shout out to OG D Red. What it do? Let me see who else up in here. Shout out to my brother Dollar Skills. Home team. Shout out to Elm City. Good looking for coming through, sis. You know how we do. See who else up in here. Well, shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to everybody, you know, who came through. You know? Yeah, yeah, man. Golden shoes. You already know. And see, this is the problem. This is the problem. This is the problem. Fraudulent behavior. People trying to come up off of people's pain. People try to come up off their pain. You know, I grew up a have-not. I didn't grow up with everything. You know, I grew up with holes in my ceiling. It used to rain in my house when it used to rain outside. We used to have buckets all through our house. I didn't grow up drinking juice like some of my friends. I grew up drinking sugar water. My parents didn't have it. At one point in my life, you know, my dad told me, my mom and my dad used to push me in the stroller down the street while they picked up cans. You see? But I never knew this because I never really felt the hardships, you know? So I never grew up with that victim mentality. Never did. I never felt like somebody, you know, I'm basically should be rewarded for something that I never had or I never worked for. I wasn't taught that. Nobody owes you nothing. This is what I was taught. No matter how you grew up, son, nobody owes you nothing in life. You have to earn. You have to earn your keep. So no matter how difficult it may be, guess what? You got to make it. You got to make it, man. And as we could see, this brother been making it just fine. So go out there and just do the work, bro. If you here to help the children, do that. Do that. I'm pretty sure people will support you in droves once they see it manifest. And it's stuff, it don't cost that much to start a LLC. It don't cost that much to start a non-for-profit. You got the money, Poppy. You sell dogs. You sell 2 pit bull puppies, that's a few $1,000s. There go your non-for-profit right there. You could put it on the books and everything. There you go right there. Of course, we know it costs money. I know how much it costs because I'm trying to do that. But guess what? Me and my wife got to work. You see? He has residual income. Them dogs ain't cheap that he breed. When you breed dogs, you make a lot of money off that. That's a great business. That's a great way to have residual income. And it's totally legal. Because all your dogs come with paperwork. So what is your excuse? What do you need a PayPal for? Because PayPal means somebody's paying you. And you can't show none of the people that's PayPaling you money where that money is going. Just like with the Go Fraud Me. I don't even call it GoFundMe's no more because so many people fraud off of it. The Go Fraud Me. If you can't show people where this is going and explain to people what is it that you really doing in a concise way, I mean, come on, man. We have to stop trusting these people. We have to. You can feel sorry for them all you want. You know? Okay, OG. You know? But we got to keep it real with each other, man. You know, and like OG said, man, you got leaders and you got followers. But see, in order to be an effective leader, you got to have effective followers. And you also got to have a group of people around you that's going to check your ass. See, people are afraid to check people nowadays because they're not serious about what they're doing. And this is why I allow the sheep to stay asleep, man. Salute to the OG for coming through. You know, it's always a pleasure, man. Salute to everybody in the chat for coming through, taking out time out your day to listen to this, you know, well-needed conversation. So I want to thank y'all again. I'm your host, DS1 Ross, Sheep Stay Sleep TV, Sheep Stay Sleep Live, where we let all the sheep stay sleep while wise ones awoke. And remember, y'all, we got to heal before we build. Because, see, these dudes are frauds from within. That's why they showing you that they frauds from without. So we need to heal before we build. You know, if you in the chat, you didn't hit the like button. Subscribe to all my moderators. Subscribe to Israel Doctrine Reloaded. And if you like what you heard today on the show, subscribe to Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Hit the bell for all the notifications. Y'all have a good rest of the day, y'all. I'll at y'all later. Peace.